Hello Charles, this is Jillian from Big Peach Midtown, and we are looking at some bonus footage of your pronation or your foot rotation tendencies that we took at the end of the transform running workshop at the Big Peach Midtown location on April 16th. So what we've got going on here is footage that we wanted to review regarding how your foot rotates to determine whether or not the moderate stability shoes you were fit for at Fidipides, the A6 GT2000s, were appropriate for you. So bearing in mind what we discussed about what our key focus when it comes to determining how our foot rotates or pronates is going to be the positioning of the back of the heel and the ankle. We want to make sure that we're aware of two things. Determining neutrality is the difference between how straight of a line we can draw from the bottom of the heel to the back of the ankle, and whether or not, if there is any inward turning, if the inward turning is going to the outside or collapsing towards the inside. Typically, if we have inward collapsing of the ankle, meaning that this seam in the back of this Nike Pegasus, this neutral shoe, will be going about the same direction as this red line, then we would recommend a shoe like the A6 GT2000 to help kind of prop up the foot and help keep it in a neutral position, kind of push it back towards the center of the landing tendency. But because we have an ankle, particularly on the left foot, that tends to already turn out and collapse towards the outside, and we've paired that with a right foot that's in a more neutral position, straight up and down, as opposed to collapsing towards the inside, I have no problem recommending a neutral shoe for you. One of the recommendations that I would suggest would be the A6 Nimbus, since that you were able to try on 5 shoes at the other store and you liked how the A6 felt the best. Let's see about getting you into a similar A6 shoe. Maybe you like the squishiness of that gel and that fluid ride material in the midsole, and let's stick with something that feels comfortable and feels familiar. A little last note, remembering what we discussed about the toe alignment. When the toes point out as opposed to pointing straight ahead, that has a lot to do with lower body strength, particularly the strength of the hips and the hip flexors on the top and the outside of the top of the leg. So make sure that we're getting plenty of lunges, glute work, hip strengthening work, and hip opening work going, as well as improving your posture, lean, and landing as you begin increasing your mileage and increasing your running at an efficient state. There you have it. That's going to be your bonus pronation footage from the Transform Running Workshop on April 15th. Thank you so much for joining us.